A very warm and pleasant good morning to all my dear children. Dear children, I hope you all are doing well and are in the best of your health. So today we are going to begin with our English literature poem, and the name of the poem is The Kite, which is composed by Harry Ben. So dear children, you all are requested to please take out your English literature book, Honeysuckle, and take out the poem Kite, which is given on page number 27. This is your poem 2. So what is the main objective of going through the poem and reciting this poem? It is to make the children familiar with kite, how it flies in the sky and how they enjoy flying it. Dear children, I'm sure that you all must have enjoyed kite flying at least once in your life. Have you ever tried to fly one? If not, please go ahead and do that. So before we begin with the poem, let us talk about the poet. The name of the poet is Harry Ben, who was born in September 24, 1898, and who lived till September 6, 1973. He was an American screenwriter and children's author. He was involved in writing scenes and continuities for a number of screenplays, including the war film The Big Parade in 1925 and Hall's Angels. He graduated from Harvard University in 1922. So, before we actually begin reciting the poem, let us go through the meanings and sentences of the difficult words that come across the poem. Dear children, there is a word which is dive. It means jump, and the sentence is Sachin dives well in all matches. One word is soars, which means flies high. The eagle soars, or the kite flies high in the sky. The word blows is used, which used to move or moves. The wind blows swiftly. Flaps, which means flutters. The bird flaps its wings. String is a cord, which is used to tie your sack with a string. Now, look at the poem and recite it along with me. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. As over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest. As wind falls, when string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows and its wings fill, and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a raggeder thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So dear children, in this poem, the poet has beautifully described the movements of the kite and how it flies in the sky when it goes up very high. So let us look at the explanation part of the poem. The kite looks bright when it is in the blue sky. Blue color is referred to for the sky because the universe appears to be blue when we look at the sky. It dives, it dips, snaps, and soars like a ship. You must have seen a kite soaring in the sky and whirling and swirling when it goes up high. Riding on the wind, the kite reaches to the crest. Crest means a great height. Immediately with a sudden gust of wind, it takes rest and with the fall of the wind, it goes loose. Then, with the help of a new breeze, breeze means the blow of the wind or the movement, the swift movement of the wind. So then with the help of a new breeze, again it goes up. It seems to us to be raggeder when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. Now, the summary of the poem, The Kite. The Kite is a short, melodious poem by Harry Benn. It is based on how a kite flies in the air and the majestic look it bears when it flies. The poet begins with an exclamation of how bright a new kite looks against the blue sky when it plunges and snaps its tail. The poet uses the simile, like a ship, to compare its gliding motion. Dear children, the meaning of simile here is something which is used to compare the similar things. So the movement of kite in the air is compared to the movement of ship in the floating water. It looks as if it is sailing over the sea waves during the high tide, because as the ship sails up and down, low and high, with the waves of the ocean, in the same manner, the kite is flying high with the blow or the flow of the wind. As the kite flies high up with the wind, it tugs hard as its thread, and like humans, it is tired out. It then halts to rest. The meaning of halt here is to stop for the moment. When the kite has to be wound back till a new wind fills it high and uplifts it, but the kite loses its splendor when its string gets tangled in a treetop. It then becomes foppish and loses all its grandeur. Thus ends the journey of a kite. So, dear children, in this poem, the beauty of the sport of flying kite is very nicely explained by the poet. And you can see that how nicely the child is flying the kite in the air and is certainly taking or deriving pleasure out of it. Now, here is a short assignment for you all. Answer the following questions briefly. How does a kite look when it is new? Dear children, please go through the poem once again and find out the answers. How does a kite soar in the sky? There are many words used to describe the movements of the kite in the air. When does a kite take a rest? What helps the kite to fly? And this is another assignment for you. Read these lines from the poem, then soars like a ship with only a sail. The movements of the tailless kite is compared to a ship with a sail. This is called a simile. Can you suggest who the following actions may be compared to? He runs like, he eats like, she sings like, it shines like, and it flies like. So with this, dear children, we have completed the recitation, explanation, and word meanings of the poem, The Kite. I hope you all have enjoyed watching and listening to this video. So you are supposed to learn the poem along with the name of its quote and the exercises which are given at the back of the poem. Thank you so much, dear children, for listening and watching to this video. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.